Hey, everybody. Let me move this. There you go. Yes. Look at him. Look at this glorious dragon we have here. Look at his wings. Like, what have you done to me? He's so pretty, though. He's like, you better pet me after this. But good afternoon, everybody. I'm going to be prepping for a glaze, but I wanted to see how long he would keep this thing on. He actually didn't mind. He didn't fight at all. Yes. My favorite. Derpy, look at him. He's got wings. He's got wings. Look at it. Look at it. Oh, man. See? There we go. Yeah, buddy. You're such a good boy. He's like, that's right, I am. See, he's got an extra tail. Yeah, there we go. So I am going to be trying to get some work done, but I'm also, I owe Kiba a few pets after this, don't you think? So tomorrow is our local festival here in town. There's going to be a parade and everything out front. And so I've cleaned up the front of the studio this morning, and I'm getting Kiba all ready. We're going above and beyond the bow tie. And I don't know if I'm actually going to do this to him, but there's a hat. There's a hat. There's a hat we can put on him that gives him little horns. And they got little holes for his ears. So I haven't decided if I'm gonna do this yet because he's actually he's not fought it at all. I won't leave it on him all night, but his face is like, don't you dare. It's like, I will cut you. I will bite you and I won't let go. This may contribute to a few more people being bit tomorrow. Yeah, buddy. You got your nose again. He's like, okay, I will wear a costume if I get to do this. If this is the outcome, I will wear my wings 24/7. KB Fibers, hey, thank you for the raid. Welcome. Yes. There we go. Got to make sure the star of the show is in. Let's see. Let's make sure we can see his. You gotta see the wing. Gotta see his little floppy wing. Hey, KB Fibers, thank you for the raid. Yeah, Kiba is showing off his Halloween costume. His purple dragon costume. He didn't fight me at all. He let me, it's just a little, like some Velcro, 2 Velcro straps. But he's got wings and he's got an extra tail. his actual tail is like over here, like, yeah, it's doing that. KB Fibers, what were you doing today? How was your stream? I actually am making quite a few Yarny mugs today. We're glazing them, actually. And this is one of the new ones. This was a custom order. Actually, it may have been a custom order from someone on Twitch, but it says Yarn Goblin. And so I need to make one that says Dice Goblin too, but this one was a custom order. Go, go, Dynamo! Knit shawl, knit along. That's what you were knitting on? Mmm. Clue 2 was released on Thursday. That's what I was about to ask, if it was something that like you do in sections, or you don't know what, you only get like certain little sections released at a time. So there, you can see it a little bit better now. It says Yarn Goblin. And I was actually thinking, this doesn't have to be a specific color. I was thinking of making it green. What do you think? Should a Yarn Goblin be something besides green? Like, I was thinking Goblin's green. Goblins can also be red or black. What do you think? If you were a Yarn Goblin, what color would you be? I mean, I could even make it pink. I need to get the pink out to do some of the cotton candy. And then I've got wax on here. Green and black, or orange and black. Okay, I can do green and black. I was thinking just like the two-tone green, but I can do green and black. Orange and black. Hadn't thought about orange. Maybe you can kind of see what I'm doing here. You can still see Kiba's tail. We got priorities. We gotta make sure Kiba's tail is still in the frame. And bring my water bucket over here where it's closer to me. I like to have the glaze really watered down so that I can get it into all the nooks and crannies, and then we'll go over it with a little bit of a thicker bit to just make sure we can see everything. And then we wipe it away, so we can finally see what it says. KB Fibers, yes, have a good evening. Thank you so much for stopping by and bringing everybody over, and I promise I will not feed them to the cat, okay? They are perfectly safe here. I will not feed anybody to the cat. So I have never attempted to put a costume on Minnie, and I'm pretty sure she would scratch my eyes out. So no, I have not tried to put anything on Minnie. And in years past, Kiba might have, like, struggled. But he's always worn his, like, a bow tie or a bandana pretty well, so... And I got this one because it wasn't too intrusive. Like, it didn't have, you know, something that would had to go on his head. Okay, he's sitting here purring. That's one of his happy spots. When he's sitting on the wheel, he thinks he's getting away with something. But yeah, these Yarny mugs are going to be going with us to our show next weekend, which is the Rhinebeck, the New York Sheep and Wool. And then I've got the Yarny mugs, and then I'm restocking on some of our regular phrases that we'd sold out of. And then doing a few yarn bowls as well, which you may have seen me making over the past week. Kind of a quick turnaround. But our local festival is this weekend, so I tried to kind of clean up the front of the studio, and I'm getting Kiba ready. You need a mug that says, "I drink coffee for your protection." Have one that says, "I drink and I know things." We have, drink coffee for your protection. Trying to shorten that a little bit. How else could we say that? You know, I do have one right here that says, "Tears of my enemies." You know, that basically says the same thing. I mean, people will leave you alone if they see you drinking the tears of my enemies, and you know, they will understand how important this beverage is to you. You know, so this design, Tears of My Enemies, the original design, and you can find it on the website, was Tears of My Students. That's what it started out as. And then we did Tears of My Enemies and Tears of My Players. But the original like custom order we did was Tears of My Students. He's like, the pets have stopped. Charlie, hello. And Cade. Welcome, everybody. Kiba is showing off his new costume. Kiba is a dragon today. Got wings. He's like, I hate you so much. You see that tail going? I'm taking advantage of his lethargic old man persona right now, and I dressed him up. But they're still almighty purrs, so he's not too terribly unhappy. It's not a very intrusive costume. It just like velcros on his chest and under his belly. He was okay with it. This was the small size. It was not the extra small, which was the cat. This was the small dog or large cat size. Whoa, your cats were flown to their dad in the Czech Republic. Ooh, that's a journey. Hope they were okay afterwards. And Kiba does have a scratch on his nose if you see him. It's kind of red and irritated, but I'm not sure if he did it or if Minnie did it. I'm just doing some glaze prep. This is really just a cat stream. I'm not gonna try to pretend. I was gonna see how long he would keep this on, but he's not really fighting me. Oh, cat sitting. He's like, you stopped. After cat sitting for 5 years, I would say they, you know, and most of the time when you cat sit for 5 years, they are your cats now. I can't do this with one hand, buddy. Is it time that we got an official cat petter? Any volunteers? They weren't your cats, you were just the extended cat minder. Yeah. Glitch Witch, hello! You're 3D printing 18 thread cards on one build plate. You might have a problem. What's a thread card? Oh man, I didn't even see that on. That one has a crack on the bottom. A very can you see the crack? It's an S crack. The most common kind of crack there are. Did not even notice that at first. I haven't had a crack in the bottom of a pot like that in a long time. We might break that one open and see how thin it is. I mean, a really long time. Usually if I have something wrong with a pot, it's usually like the rim is cracked or something, you know, something else like that. I haven't had that type of crack in forever. Okay, that's the only thing I could think of when you said like a thread cards. It's the card you put the embroidery threads on. Okay, is it so are you just organizing your different threads then? I guess the 3D printed ones are sturdier than the cardboard or paper ones you get. My reference is with like cross-stitch threads. Hey buddy, you showing off your new costume to everybody? Yes. You do look spiffy. You do. Like, I hate you so much. Or wooden ones, yeah. Oh, that's great when he stands up and you can see his wings. Yes. You've just joined a local hackspace that'll let you access 3D printing and laser cutting. Nice! We were actually thinking about like joining a place in Nashville that would let us do that because our replacement laser, like our laser is down, and like we got it in this week, but it's been 2 months, and so we were starting to like really get nervous of whether it was ever going to come in, and do we need to do something else? So what do I do when the mug is cracked? I toss it. If I had caught that before it went into the bisque, I could reclaim it. But now it's just trash. That's why I said we could break it open and kind of see. But yeah, it's easier for you to 3D print them right now than to go buy them. Yeah. How much would you... Are you going to lay down? I don't want to piss him off if he's going to stay with us for a little while. Is that 15 pounds? It's really only 15 pounds a month? That's really good for access to everything? Wow. Hmm. You going to lay back down? Hmm. Yeah, ours was a lot more than that, but it was a massively huge place, and they have like welding and everything. Like they had lasers, 3D printers, full wood shop, welding facilities. So they had a lot, and it was and they had like a 3-month minimum that you had to sign up for. But still, I mean, I think it's worth it versus having to buy all that equipment. And buy your filament or wood, yeah, yeah. Here we go. Gotta have pets from this hand too, don't you? There we go. You gotta keep an eye on what I'm doing. There we go. Could this be any better? What are you doing? Ooh, buddy, come on. You leaving me? Okay. What's the matter? He's gonna be the dragon under the table. You wanna come back up here? Come on. Yeah. They're a non-profit, and all the membership fees and usage contributions go straight back into buying and maintaining the tools and renting the space. Yeah. Is this better? Sitting on the bucket? You do get slightly more pets this way. And you show off your dragon scales so much better. That face though. That face. What did I do? Oh, there it is. It's over there. People are going to take so many pictures of you tomorrow, and please don't bite any of them. Yeah, I gotcha. Lay down. There you go. He wags his tail like a dog. He does. Yeah, that's because he's only got half a tail. Otherwise, it would be, you know how cats just flop their tail around? All cats do it. He just, you know, I don't know if it means he's happy or mad, but he's getting attention, so he should be happy. But he's wearing a dragon costume, so he might be mad. Nope. What's the matter, buddy? He's like he's confused. Here, is that better? Now, I think I'll go ahead and glaze these. These are going to be green, so I'm going to go ahead and just glaze those, and then I'll move on to my next color, and I'll prep those. It's like he's acting like he's afraid to get down. Magic potion time! And now that I think about it, I've got one of these double yarn bowls that could be green. It looks really good in green, so I'm gonna wax one of them. So these are the double yarn bowls that you saw me putting in the kiln the other day. Put some wax on here, and we'll, I think I've got enough that I could dip at least one side, maybe then the other. I might not be able to dip the entire pot plus the handle, but we'll see. We'll get it coated one way or the other. There you go. He's just slinking around. I'll take it off of him in a minute. I'll be right back, guys. I got a phone call. All right, here we go. Okay, your current yarn bowl is a ceramic herb planter you found at the thrift store. Hey, whatever works, whatever works. Do you pull the thread through the hole in the bottom, or do you just let it hold the yarn and roll around in it? Oh, it's got side holes. Okay, gotcha. Okay. So this is the solid emerald green is what I'm doing right now, and a lot of these are going to be the misty forest. Which will end up looking hopefully like this one. So the dark emerald green, the darker green on the bottom is what is in the bucket right now, and then a lighter green can go on top of it. And this one, one of the Yarny crossovers. This one, if you're a fan of Outlander, or if you've seen the TV show or read the books, this one is one of the Outlander mugs. It's Lallybrock Wool Company. And we said this one needs to be black and green for the yarn goblin. I need to make one that says dice goblin, and what other, maybe book goblin. I've been seeing the terms used a lot recently to describe hobbies or things that you can collect. So if I can find a piece of sandpaper. Does that make me a cat goblin? This one had a little rough spot in the bottom, so I want to make sure that is smoothed out. This one I think will also be the black and green, so I'll set it aside too. It's just more curse words. F off, I'm knitting. You know, of all the different shows that we do now, we do a lot of the bigger ones that are like Comic-Con type sci-fi conventions or gaming cons, and they all have like disclaimers in their rules that say you can't, like, don't bring anything with curse words on it. We don't want the products sold because it's a family-friendly event, or, you know, stuff like that. So I don't bring any of the curse word things to those shows, but the Yarny show, like, we're fine with it. Yeah. And that one, if you didn't see it, it said, I crochet so I don't kill people. What was the one you were saying a while ago? I drink coffee for your benefit. What was it again? Got to remember to scroll back down once I scroll up, but... I drink coffee for your protection. There we go. So we have a lot of mugs that say the same thing, have the similar sentiment. Money can't buy happiness, but it can buy yarn, and that's basically the same thing. Yep. I have one that says yarn is cheaper than therapy, and that one, of all the things that I make, is the one that people argue over the most. You think therapy might be cheaper? See, that's the argument, yeah. You went in for a baby blanket yarn yesterday. But it came out with 2 skeins of Shetland, so just 2 skeins. That's not enough to make a baby blanket, right? Oh, the blanket yarn as well. Gotcha. Ooh, the Shetland is for a witch's hat. What colors was it? Gray, burnt orange, and navy blue flecks. Ooh. So if you're making a witch's hat out of yarn, like what do you use to stiffen up the brim of the hat? So I've got a little bit of wax that dripped on this one, so I'm going to try to scratch it off. Sometimes it's easier if you wait till the wax dries a little bit. Comes off easier. And then let's test to see if I got it all. Test is just to wet it down and see if all the water absorbs into the clay. If it doesn't absorb into the clay or doesn't change color, then I need to take some more off. But it was good. I got it. Craft wire. Okay. I was thinking like cardboard or something. Alright, now this one. Eyes, hey, how are you? Good afternoon. Make sure I don't have any stray texture bits on the yarn bowl here. This double yarn bowl. Since it's been bisque fired, it's I can hold it a little bit easier without worrying about it breaking as much. But I still want to be careful because it's, you know, I really don't want it to break now. I have to figure out how I'm gonna hold this. I think I'm gonna use the tongs, and if I can't get all of the handle, then I won't. But I'm gonna try to. There we go. I have to touch up a little bit on the edges where it scraped some of the glaze away. Let's do like that right there. Who needs a brush when you can use your finger? All right. So glad it's almost the weekend. Yes. Happy Friday, everybody. I always forget when it's Friday because we take our days off during the week. And Daniel's been at the shop all day. TwitchCon was good. Yes, it was. It was much, much better than last year. I enjoy going out to San Diego. It is the convention center is kind of like a bear to get in and out of, but it's still such a nice location that's kind of worth it. Let me see if I can dip this without scraping anything. I got a little bit of the rim, but that's okay. Got the rest of the handle. It was so busy this year, you couldn't get out to the floor hardly at all. Yeah, well, so were you working it this year, or were you, like, just there for fun? Or is it all work? Yeah. Security, okay, yeah. Well, the first thing we sold out of, actually, I think it was the mod mugs. We had the different badges with on the mugs. We had mod badges, the green swords. I think they sold out first, but we sold out of the staff mugs. Oh, you were there from 7 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. That's a long shift. That's a long day. But I hope it went smoothly, though. Was there any like crazy things happening? I hope not. Yeah, a few people that you work with grabbed them, and you were so jealous. Yeah. Well, you know where to find them. We put them on the website now. If there was any big like security things, I didn't hear about them. Haven't heard about them yet. So, and I realize you may not be able to talk about them too. So, what next? What next? So I don't have Kiba here. I may have to go get him again because and see where he's at. Do I need to go get Kiba? Do we need to have do we need the dragon cat back? Kiba's wearing his Halloween costume where he's a purple dragon. And last time I saw him, he still had it on. I'm not exactly sure where he is. So what I'm going to do next is I've got those, the green done. I'm going to move on to a different color, but I need to, I'm kind of prepping the mugs and then glazing them as I go. It would be so funny. I need my phone. I need my phone. Kiba's outside, just in the middle of the parking lot with his purple dragon costume on. Sorry, I gotta take a picture of this. And then I'll bring him in. Like he's probably going, like, trying to walk under the cars to scratch it off. Look at him. He's sparkly. There you go. Yeah. He's like, someone help me. Whoop, okay. The real Shalora, hello. Good afternoon. This is your first time here. You are here. You have perfect timing because you get to see Kiba in his Halloween costume. I may not cease, right? He's like you. He's like, I'm wearing the wings, but you gotta pay for it. He laid down up here earlier, although I know, like, I can't compete with like the sunshine outside. Well, I'm surprised he's not next to the kiln. Look, he's even got an extra tail. The sweetest little dragon ever. He actually hasn't gotten it off, and it's not hard. It's just got a little, you know, Velcro piece right here. It's staying on pretty good. This was the small, not the extra small was for cats or very small dogs. This was the small size. I debated on a small or a medium, but small is perfect for him right now. I know, isn't it so pretty? I think they had like a red one and a purple one. I'm like, no, purple. We've got to go with purple. Yeah, that's right, buddy. Look. There's a hat. There's a little hat. I haven't put it on him yet, and I think I'm only really going to get like one shot at this. And it's probably not going to stay on. But look, he's like, I hate you so much. It's got little horns. I'm not going to keep it on him because I know he won't like it, but there it is. Yeah. Maybe tomorrow during the parade, right, buddy? See, the reason I'm doing this to him is because tomorrow is our local festival here. We're on our court square, and there's like a parade that comes through town, and they have all kinds of activities going on. So I cleaned up the front of the studio, and so Kiba is joining the festivities. Yeah. So there may or may not be some deep fried Oreos in my future. Let me see. I may try to highlight some of these smaller areas and make it easier. There you go. You're gonna keep an eye on me, buddy. Yeah. You've been hesitating on putting out your decorations because of all the storms. Black Wolf Magic. Hey, it's good to hear from you. So, like, did y'all get any of the damage? I forget exactly where you are, but I know how it is living in Florida, and anytime there's any, like, talk of a hurricane, like my family would all freak out, and even when it was, like, you know, nowhere near us, so. Little Lenny, hello. Pottery Wheel Kitty, yes. Pottery Wheel Dragon Kitty. With wings. You're in the Panhandle. Okay, the power was out for a few days, but that's it. Good, good, good. So did you get hit by Helene and or the Milton? Your aunt still has power out from Milton, but everybody's okay. Good, good, good. I know it seemed like it didn't hit as hard as everybody thought it would, but it's still bad enough, yeah. When we lived down there, we were lucky enough to only experience a tropical storm, so we got really lucky. So, amongst all the cat hair that I now have stuck to the mug, this one is going to have more than the advertised 2% cat fluff, because there's just white cat hair everywhere. I am putting wax on the little, like, the raised text that was right there, because I don't want, as I put black glaze in here, I don't want to wipe everything away when I get into the mountains there. I gotta fill in all the little bitty bits with the watered down glaze to see if it'll work. Your family got lucky down in Okeechobee, not much bothered them. Good, good, good. Yeah, everybody was calling you. I'm like, I'm not, that's not where I'm at. Here we go. So this one is one of the new ones for this year. It's the Valaris mug. If you're a fan of a Court of Thorn and Roses, Akatar. I think there's 2 of these in here. Yeah, Eyes, you get that a lot down there in Southern California. Every time there's a new fire, everybody's like, nope, nope, that's the other end of the state, yeah. It is hard to, like, comprehend how big California is if you're not, like, out there. This one is just a little sheep. But since it is going to a fiber festival, I've got sheep, and then I've got some that have a little alpaca. I don't know if I have a bunny anymore. I might have one. I just sold my pig yarn bowl, so that one won't be coming with us. It's like I even did it the first time I went out there. I'm like, oh yeah, we're gonna go here, then we're gonna go here and there and there. I want to see everything, and we're like, wait, no, that's like, it takes 12 hours to get from one of those destinations to the other. Okay, we gotta focus our plan here. Just because it's in the same state doesn't mean it's close by. It's like, wait, is he sitting on what I need? Yeah, you want to go to Yosemite, but even that's a big trip. Wonder how far that is away. I want to go out there, but for like, I'd love to go out there, but I've got a shop or a restaurant that is on, it's in Bridgeport, California, which is on the edge of Yosemite because it's like they are a resort there that caters to people coming to Yosemite. And I've never gotten to go out and actually see them. But it's called the Virginia Creek Settlement, and it is which is very confusing because it's in California. But they've been buying my mugs for years now, and they actually use them in their restaurant. They serve the mugs and my little small pie plates. They serve food in them, food and drink, and then sell them as souvenirs. All right, here's the one. Here's the Tears of My Enemies. You want to go camp there? You have ooh, you have to reserve super far in advance if you want to camp. Ooh. See, one of the things they do, this place, the Virginia Creek Settlement, in their logo they have a covered wagon, and they have like just plain like covered wagons that you can rent and sleep in. So you have the the pioneer experience, but like they it's a plank of wood and they give you a pillow and a blanket and that's where you stay. I mean, they have like the rooms as well, but that is one option if you're gonna stay there. So I think they do, like, speaking of camping, they probably have a lot of camping too. I don't know how far away it actually is, from anything. Here we go. And like I said, this one is the Tears of My Enemies. And also, this one started out as Tears of My Students. And then we've had Adam ordered as Enemies. And I'll also do one that's Tears of My Players. For all the sadistic DMs out there. You want to do the hike camping, but the hubby isn't so keen on that one yet, so you may have to stick to the cabins. Need to add a little bit more water to my glaze here. Here we go. Said hiking through rough terrain would be really hard on him. You know what? That like reminds me, like I've been standing all day and my feet have not been hurting, and that is like a glorious experience. Like I had like I stand all the time. I prefer to stand. And like, cause sitting actually like causes me more back pain than standing, which is why I stand at the pottery wheel now and throw. But like my feet were starting to hurt, and I finally went and got some custom orthotics like from a foot doctor, and like they made it almost immediate like effect. I could feel it immediately. So if anybody's ever, you know, just thought of doing that and wondered if it'd be worth it, it is. Because I feel like I'm like, because I'm flat-footed, and so I've always been flat-footed, and I've just used like over-the-counter like insoles, but they were not doing it for me anymore. So now I feel like I'm like more balanced, like I'm not, you know, constantly having to adjust to balance myself. Right. No, this is his favorite spot. No, he thinks he's in the way, so he thinks he's getting away with something by being on the pottery wheel. Seriously, because usually I'm working here and it's wet, and so he can't get on it. So he thinks he's in the way, and that's the most comfy spot in the world for a cat. You know, laying on a keyboard, laying on your book, sitting on your phone. Real, oh, the elasticated plantar fasciitis socks are amazing. I do not have that. Because, like, I was like, well, I don't know if I have this or that or what, but this is what hurts. And they you know, poked at my feet, and they're like, does that hurt? And they're like, nope, not at all. I'm like, oh, you don't have that? Okay. Your Sabrina is the queen of sitting on your phone. She will go out of her way to find it and lay on it. Has she ever like caught butt dialed somebody or like you know, accidentally set it off? See, this is the one that I said people argue about. It says yarn is cheaper than therapy. Oh, that feels like you're stepping on a Lego. No, I definitely do not have that. I do not. cats do understand geometry and the exact location to sit and block as much of the monitor as possible, yes. Yeah, and it's so cute. Like one of our girl cats we have at home, like she will sit next to the TV, and if Daniel's like, he'll usually just like watching somebody on Twitch, and if it's a game where there's like a lot of like simple moving parts, then she'll like, you know, try to attack them. And we have another cat that likes to watch soccer or football, because she'll just watch the ball and the players go back and forth. We didn't watch any of the Olympics, or else we might have had cats playing with the gymnasts. Oh yeah, get on your chest and block the view of the TV while you're playing video games. Yep, yep, yep. That's How to Cat 101. I'm very pleasantly surprised by how many of these we have sold this year. We've got our one more show. Yeah, because I am the miserable childless cat lady. Though not too miserable. So Laura, you love the shape. Thank you. I assume you mean the mugs and not the cat, but either way. Both shapes are round. I think his eyes are closed. Nothing more comfy than hanging off the edge of the splash pan. But yeah, these are the my standard like shape mugs. I make them in the 20 ounce and then the 10 ounce, which I don't know. Actually, I've got a Virginia Creek mug right here. So this was the Virginia Creek settlement that I was talking about. But this is the smaller mug. Sorry if I woke you up, buddy. Now this is a new one that we took to Dragon Con, and I just like it. So if it doesn't sell, this is one I might just take home with me. Oops, I didn't. Should have put wax on one more of them. Well. It says, I like big books and I cannot lie. Ooh. Louis Celine, hey, thank you for the raid. Welcome, everybody. Yeah, you love a large mug. Personally, give you a 20-ounce mug any day, yes. And then if you want any bigger, we have tankards, which have the wider base. Like this one, which you can't see because of the cat. But it's a wider base, and that's we have a 24-ounce and a 32-ounce of those. But welcome, Raiders. Good afternoon. Happy Friday. This is a Dino-Kiba. For as long as he'll let me keep it on him. I'll take it off before I leave. I'm actually very, pleasantly surprised that he's been so indifferent to his costume. Your cats will not be chill about that at all. No, no. So we have another cat in here, Minnie, the smaller one. She would scratch my eyes out. So no, there would be no putting a costume on her. Here we go. I like big books and I cannot lie. You tried to put a dress on your Sabrina once and it did not end well, yeah. Another little sheepy sheep. And I'm wiping the glaze off, and then I'm leaving a little bit of residue on the outside of the mug. On this mug is going to be black, so I don't have to clean that up. But if I was doing a lighter color, even the red, or if I was doing a yellow or pink or something, then I would have to clean that up and do better. I was just thinking, what would Kiba's dragon name be? But I mean, Kiba means fang, so that's kind of works. He's already got his dragon name. He's got the wings. Did he open his eyes? He did. Okay, and then I'll do a couple of these. So I'm going to get out the black glaze next. So we've got some of these, some more curse words to be red and black, and then I'm making these all different colors, and so I'm just going down kind of my list as I'm doing each color. I'm making some in that color. He has the sweetest little face. Oh, he has everybody fooled. When I take it off of him tonight, I'll have to put it somewhere where he can't, like, throw up on it or something. He's snoring a little bit. So I don't think I'll get to glaze too many of these pieces this afternoon, but I wanted to at least get started on them. Like I said, the whole reason I was testing out his little costume was because we have our local festival is this week, but tomorrow is like the parade and kind of big closing of the downtown festival. Touching up some of the places that I wiped away. Kitty snores are cute. Yeah, he's not like offensive. Like my parents' dog, like when it snores, like it sounds like something is tearing the roof off. It's like I wonder that she's okay. This is one of the first like graphics we ever made, and it is still one of my favorites. It still makes me chuckle. Yarn. You just can't go wrong with it. Nope, wrong one. There we go. And of course I make these, they're going to be solid black, but it's going to have red drips on top of it, because what other color do you make something with pirate skull and cross needles? More curse words. All right, now where is my black glaze? I think I see it there. Let's do this. And before I forget again, let's do a I'll do a black double yarn bowl. I think I've got a red and black one already, so I won't do that. I'll do the blue and black. Or it could be purple and black, so we do have options. That's one reason I go through the black glaze so much, is because we use it for a lot of different things. Alright, I'll wake you up, buddy. I'm gonna wake him up because I'm gonna be making a little bit of noise or racket here. See if it wakes him up. I can just see the little sliver of eye open. Boil, boil, toil and trouble. So this one is, it's a double yarn bowl, and it's going to be a little bit smaller than this once it's been fired, but it will still, each one of these will be about 4 inches wide, so it'll hold like smaller skeins of yarn, like it's meant more for like sock yarn or lace yarn. And I do have some bigger ones that are in the kiln right now that will glaze as well, assuming they turn out okay. We can get all of it in there. The bucket's just almost not wide enough. Now I need to keep it away from these green pieces, because the black and the green look almost identical. And I'll show you what happens when things get mixed up. The result is not horrible, but it's not what I wanted it to be. So This was a spoon rest that is green, obviously, now, but I thought it was black. So I put sea spray around the rim, and I put a little red squiggle in there, thinking it would be like red, blue, and black. But it's like, so I mean, it's light green, dark green, and maroon. So it's, like I said, it's not horrible. It's just that's not what I wanted it to be. But now I know what sea spray looks like on top of green. Since sea spray is technically a light green itself, it looks almost just like a misty forest. Shalora, you knit socks. Nice. Well, then that one's perfect for you. Yeah, so a lot of these are going with me to a show next weekend that's going to be up in Rhinebeck, New York. It's the New York Sheep and Wool, which everybody just usually calls the Rhinebeck show. It's one of the biggest fiber festivals in the country. And we are very, very happy to be a vendor there. Mm-hmm. Saucy, you take that one if it wasn't spoken for. Well, it's not spoken for. I'm glazing it as stock for a show, so. Oh, well, were you meaning the spoon rest or the yarn bowl? Either one are spoken for, not spoken for, so you're welcome to either one of them. And with the yarn bowl, you could even like pick what color you want, because I've glazed it black, but it can be either blue, red, or purple on top. Crazy cat lady, isn't it great? Kiba scooched over, but here he is. Look at his little wings. And I'm just like happy that he's kept it on so long and that he's so indifferent to it. Hey, Wonder Hamster. Did you see the wings? Look at him, he acts like he doesn't even care, though I have been sitting here petting him and making up for it. Right, I was surprised that he kept it on. I tried it on, and I'm like, this is going to be an experiment. And he didn't even care. You should see him walking around with it on. It is great. Now, Minnie would scratch my eyes out. So Minnie's not going to get into a costume. Right. He's purring. He's sitting here purring. Because he knows he's in the way. He's getting pets. Oh yeah, don't forget. He's got an extra tail. He's like, I hate you so much. It's okay. I've not really been brave enough to put the hat on. There's a hat that goes with it. It's got horns. See, it's got little horns. I probably won't. I put the hat on him for just a second, but he's chill with this, and that's all I really wanted. I made him a disco ball, but it's purple. Purple scales. He's fabulous. He is. Oh, Vixen, you were talking about the spoon rest. Yeah, no, this one doesn't have a home. So if you wanted this one, yeah. Spock Jr., hey, thank you for the cheer. That'll go directly to Kiba's Kibble Fund. He might get some extra treats tonight for putting up with the costume. Whoop, whoop. Saucy, how do you pay for it? Go to the website and order a spoon rest, because they're all the same size. And you can just pick any color and just leave me a note that you want the one that was glazed wrong, or the one that you saw on stream. Black Wolf Magic, you gotta go for the night. Yes. Have a good weekend if I don't see you again. Seasonal breads, hello. Is that a kitty dragon snoozing on the edge of a bucket? Kiba is sitting here like snoozing on my pottery wheel. Because he thinks he's getting away with something by being on the pottery wheel while I'm here working. Sporting his Halloween costume, which I'm just happy that he's wearing and not, like, you know, ripping to shreds or being upset about, but he doesn't care. Except for when I do that. I owe him a few extra treats this afternoon. Just keeping it warm for me, right? Yeah, there's... I don't know if that's a better view or not, or other end where he has his tail. So, you did hear me talking about DMs earlier because I made the mugs that were like tiers of my players. I have not played, so we've got an ad starting in about 15 seconds. Let me snooze that for a second. I don't think I think I may have played like one game. I started one game of D&D, but I haven't. My husband, Wonder Hamster in here, is the one who's big into D&D. Who has lots of experience playing it, and he also likes playing Vampire the Masquerade. And I have played in a vampire game, and I enjoyed it. But like anything else, you know, we don't have time to do a lot of gaming like that. If I have my choice, my game of choice is Magic the Gathering. And we are vendors at like Gen Con and Dragon Con, and we were just at TwitchCon, so... We do a lot of gaming themed mugs. So if you look on the website, there are like an entire section of gaming stuff of like we do a whole series of like the different D&D classes and some Pathfinder. So like I think in the Glaze kiln right now, I've got a couple of D20 things. I've even got a D20 yarn bowl in there. Because we've learned that there's a great deal of crossover in the crafty and nerdy worlds. It is fun to go to the cons. We've had gone to them several times as just like guests for fun, and when we finally got in, it is a different experience being a vendor, but like, and usually it takes a while to get in. Like there's a long waiting list. Yeah, you should look at our Instagram or our Facebook. I think Instagram is going to be easier to navigate. Because you'll see like pictures from some of the different cons we've done that feature a lot of more of our gaming and pop culture stuff. Okay, one more. There is one more. And I did the yarn bowl already. Yep. Your family used to go to the big Renaissance fair in California every year. So it was so amazing. You never been to a con though? Yeah. Usually like the Ren fairs are usually outside and the cons are inside, but like there's a bit of crossover because you get people like cosplaying and dressing up, but it's more like comic book, superhero, or really anything now themed. You know. I can't even say that cosplay is like limited to one genre anymore or one fandom. You find it everywhere now. But yeah, they're very. It's a very similar vibe. It's just maybe a different fandoms being celebrated. All right, so that was the black glaze. The next one I'm gonna get out is gonna be the red. So I'm gonna grab the pieces that I need to glaze, and we're gonna prep them. Oh, look, more curse words. It's always a zillion degrees at that fair. What time of year is it? It's like I've sent a bunch of mugs. So I'm actually one of my most recent orders I completed was mugs for a Renaissance Festival because you always have the merchandise there. I actually have done the mugs now for the Louisiana Renaissance Festival, which is going to be in November. Because like I can't imagine like having a Ren fair in Louisiana in the summer. I'm hoping that nobody does outdoor shows down there in the summer. That would just be torturous. In August. Okay, and that's Central California and very hot. Yeah, medieval swamp. Do we have any spinners in here? This one says spinning, because knitting just isn't weird enough. This one was originally a custom order, and like I've never ever thought of knitting as weird, so like but I'm sure if people probably get funny looks if you just like pull out your knitting on the bus or somewhere or while waiting on something. You always see people like at sporting events if somebody has like a their knitting or any type of like craft project or whatever, they highlight it as if it's odd. Wasn't there one of the Olympic athletes like just sitting there knitting while waiting his turn? Seasonal breads. You're not crafty yourself, but your mom just took up crocheting and is making soft toys for the grandkids. Yes. And that just like reminded me that I need to see, like, I talked to somebody at TwitchCon about making a little crocheted mini. And I need to follow up with that. Get some more water in here. Sure, the G's aren't wanting to stay with me. Is it wiped away? Well, sorry, wiped away the bottom G. Tom Daly, the diver, is the knitter. I recognize the name now. Hey, Minnie. Nope. Didn't come here for me. One of your coworkers is crocheting little soft toys. She made you a pink teddy bear, and he lives on your desk with your fidget toys. His name is Frank. Aww. Oh my gosh, Kiba, you're so cute. There we go. We gotta make sure we give the airtime to the true star of the show. I'm not like even pretending today that anybody's here for anything except the purple cat, which is kind of what I intended. And this one's going to be solid red. Because I'm out of my Gryffindors. We need to discuss the use of the streaming budget, yeah. All right, so who thinks which is a better use of the streaming budget? A costume for the cat or a new camera? I mean, really, which is better in the long run? Which is better for content in the long run? I mean, yeah, buddy. I know treats. Treats is the main. I know. I know what the streaming budget is for. Yes, it's treats. Right, between the costumes of the Sonic in the background, yes. Now you just knit socks. Socks are always good. You always need socks. If the costume cat brings in the viewers, the camera will pay for itself. Yeah. Oops, sorry, buddy. Oh, right there. Okay. There are almighty purrs right now. Almighty purrs. Shalora, oh, you are a crazy cat lady and work in the veterinary field, so you're highly biased. Okay, yes, probably as biased as I am. Yep. Kiba is a cow. He's white with just a few little black spots. Your diluted calico has speckled toe beans? Ooh. I haven't I think we have a tortoise shell, and I think her toe beans are black. But I have another cow cat at home, and his toes are different colors, and so like his toe beans are black, but the fur around them is white. Your tuxedo has mixed, some black and some pink, yeah. I'm sorry you can't see what I'm doing anymore, because we gotta focus on the cat. Gotta be prepared tomorrow to be Kiba's handler, because that's what it's gonna be. I mean, I'm putting him in a dragon costume. What do I expect? I'm doing it on purpose. Everybody will come in to pet Kiba. The reason I was testing out his costume, like I really debated on not even trying to put it on him until tomorrow, because I didn't know what his reaction was going to be, but I'm glad I did. Because we have our local festival here tomorrow. We are on our downtown square. There's going to be a parade and, you know, food trucks and all kinds of stuff. So maybe Kiba will get a lot of pets. He likes meeting new folks? Oh yes, no, he loves people. He loves people. That's one of the reasons we brought him here, like, because he was a stray cat that showed up at our house. And so we had him as a garage cat before we got the building. Because he didn't get along with other cats at all. And it turns out it was mostly male cats he doesn't get along with, because he gets along fine with Minnie. Or at least he wasn't aggressive towards Minnie at first. So we brought him here because he likes people, and he's been our door greeter for years now. So a lot of people know him. Even if they've never met him, everybody stops and, like, talks to him through the door. If I get here early in the morning, I'll have people, like, just looking through the front window looking for the cats. As they walk their dogs or just go for early morning walks. Shalora, oh, your Sabrina knows your 3 best friends and will demand pets from them. They are approved humans. Oh, but then she can't. She'll let your friends pet her, but then she can't decide if she'd rather have pets from them or from you. So she'll go just back and forth. Well, that's better than her being afraid of everybody. I've already stamped it, so. She's afraid. Your cat's afraid of other people. You need to move, and you'll need a ground floor apartment, so you're hoping to get them into harnesses and spend time outside with them. Maybe they'll get to know the new neighbors. Yeah, I remember like when we lived in an apartment, we tried to harness the cats, and it went about as well as you'd think. But every cat's different. I know that stuff like that is a lot easier if you like start as kittens. And if we'd kept up with it, it might have been okay, but of course they just like laid down on the ground and like refused to move, so just like dragging the cat around with us. And so I'm gonna maybe glaze a few more of these, and then I'm gonna take a break because it is getting close to supper time and treat time for the cats. I'm surprised Minnie hasn't been in here like yelling at me. They're old and opinionated, so you'll see. You're just thinking about sitting out in the sun with them, yeah. Yeah, Minnie's afraid there's going to be a costume for her, yeah. There was a little witch's costume with a little witch's hat, but I know I would never get her into it. Like I said, Minnie would scratch my eyes out. And see, Minnie is one, like, she will not be seen tomorrow at all. She will go into hiding because she's very nervous around new people. After a few times, and if you're not like noisy, then like she'll come up and she'll befriend you, but it takes her a little bit. Where Kiba, he'll just sit there in a crowd of people and meow until somebody pets him. Did you see what this one said? Oops, need to add a bit more. I'm wiping away the yarn. I love a good fingering yarn. What did you think it said? You want that one? Yes. Now this is one that I made several of because I expect to sell several of them. I'm making them in 2 different colors, one purple and one red. Like more than one each, but just making a. And any of these you can order on the website. And, like pick your color. And I have a bunch of them in the 20-ounce size if you want it in a different color. Alright, so it is supper time, so I need to go feed my hamster. And feed the kitties. I promised Kiba some extra treats, so I need to follow up on that. Mm-hmm. And go find where Minnie is. And bribe her in. Oh no, now I've got an ad break. Let's see. Who else is on here? No, I can multitask, can't I? There we go. Let's see who we got here. Got Sleeping Luna doing crocheting, Sassacast doing cross stitch, Andy Mecha doing sculpting pumpkins. Let's go see Sleeping Luna. I don't think we've been over to them in a while. Crispy, James, hello. Yeah, I am just about to raid out, but we've spent the stream starting a glaze, or working on a glaze, but mostly just playing and petting the cat dragon. So Kiba's wearing his Halloween costume. It's got wings. Ooh, buddy. Ooh, careful now. Careful. Here we go. But we are about to go see Sleeping Luna Designs. We're going to see what they're doing. They are crocheting a sweater. And right now she's doing a happy dance. So let's go see what she's happy about. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit and sharing my joy of a purple cat costume. He has wings. He can fly. Shalora, the website, the shop command, thank you, Wonder Hamster. There it is. There is the link to it, paulwaystudios.com, where you can find everything, and you can search for what you're looking for. If you want the I call it the fingering mug. That's what we call it. So if you want to search for that on the website, you can, and that's what'll come up. So so here we go, guys. Let's go see what Luna's working on.